Dear students, in this semester I will teach you two subjects. One is nonlinear programming problem and another one is integral equations and calculus of variations. So in this video I am going to start nonlinear programming problem. The code of this subject is MSc 501. The title is nonlinear programming problem. In short, NLPP. This is the bifurcation of your syllabus. First section is convex functions, Karush-Kuhn-Tucker condition, that means KKT theorem, convex quadratic programming, in which we will study Wolf method and Beal's method, and pivot complementary algorithm and separable programming. This is the another topic, separable programming. Then in the second unit we are having geometric programming, in which we will study about the problems with positive coefficient up to 1 degree of difficulty, generalized method for problems with positive and negative coefficients. So I'll try my level best to cover up most of the part, but because the content is very large, so we will try to sum up, or maybe I will omit some of the part which is not relevant to you. Third section, this is third part, dynamic programming, in which we will study about the discrete and continuous dynamic programming. Fine. Then the next unit we are having search techniques. These are basically the numerical methods. Here we will study direct search, gradient method, unimodal functions, Fibonacci method, golden section method, method of steepest descent, Newton-Raphson method, Hooks and Jeeves method, conjugate gradient methods. In the next unit we will study about the constraint optimization. Here we will study about the penalty function approach and barrier function approach. These are the two different approaches to deal with this constraint optimization problem. And in the last we will study about the multi-objective and goal programming. So these are the topics. Now as far as the books are concerned, they are listed here, you can see. But most of the time I will use either Kanti Swarup. This is very good book. Some of the part I will cover up from Hiller and Lieberman, Hamedi Taha, and this Chandramohan and Kusumdeep. They are another very good book. And one book which is not listed here is S.S. Rao. You may also see this book, S.S. Rao. You may see this book on the Google. You can find easily. This is available in the soft copy. So these are the books. So I will cover some part from Kanti Swarup, some part from Hiller and Lieberman, some part from Taha, some part from Chandramohan, Kusumdi, and some part from S.S. Rao. For example, search techniques. I will teach you search techniques from S.S. Rao book. So this is the bifurcation. Fine. Now we will start the problem. So here the first is the review of differential calculus. So I think there is no need to give you brief. So but you can see just the what is limit. You can already aware about what is limit, what is the continuity of a function at a point. This is already defined here and you can see. Similarly, the differentiability. What is the differentiability? What is the Taylor series expansion? So they are listed here and you can see easily. You can easily understand. What is the meaning of partial derivative? Suppose we have a function f of the variables x1, x2, xn. So we can partially differentiate this function with respect to xi. So here in terms of limit, this is given to you. I think you are easily aware about these things. So now we will start about the optimization problem. What is optimization? So this is the optimization problem. We can divide the optimization problem broadly into two categories. One is LPP and another one is NLPP. I think you are already aware about the LPP. So now here our focus is on NLPP, non-linear programming problem. This is only linear programming problem. Fine. So a general optimization problem can be written as maxima or minima. This is the objective function of multivariables. Then subjected to these constraints. For example, say G1, first constraint is G1, x1, x2, xn, either less than, equal to, or greater than, equal to 0. Here maybe in some books they are using B1, B2, Bn, etc. So there is no need, because when you take this B1 or B2 or Bn in the left hand side, this will sum up again with this function. So that thing is already included in this function. Fine. So this is our constraint. Now the third part is the feasibility condition. Xi is greater than equal to 0, and here number of variables is since n, so I varies from 1 to n. So these are three essential part to define an optimization problem. Now here, if this objective function as well as all the constraints, if they are all linear, then the problem is known as linear programming problem. And if either f or some of the gi's, either f or some of the gj's or both are non-linear function, then the problem of determining the n tuple x1, x2, xn, because this is our target to find out the optimum values of x1, x2, xn, which make z either a maximum or minimum and satisfy b and c. What is b? B is this and c is this, is called the non-linear programming problem. तो या तो कोई ऑब्जेक्टिव फंक्शन या आपका कोई भी कंस्ट्रेंट अगर नॉन लीनियर है तो प्रोग्रामिंग प्रॉब्लम कहलाएगी एनएलपीपी, या दोनों. फाइन. सो लेट्स सी द in matrix form, this because our focus is on NLPP. So this in matrix form can be written as this: maximum minimum z is equal to f of x, g subjected to gjx less than equal to or greater than equal to 0, where j is from 1 to m, and x is basically the variable. This is a vector quantity having this x1, x2, xn. This is greater than equal to 0, where x transpose belongs to Rn, because these are n tuple in n dimension. Fine. So here x is basically, x is equals to x1, x2, xn. This. Fine. So this, for example, if you are taking the maximum problem, so maximum z is equal to this: gjx is gj less than equal to 0, hk. Here we have divided this less than equal to greater than into two parts. One is less than equal to 0, because if greater than equal to 0, when multiply by minus sign, again you can convert that into less than equal to. So gjx is less than equal to 0, and equality we have written separately, hkx is equal to 0. तो हमने इनको दो हिस्सों में बांट लिया, लेस देन और ग्रेटर को एक हिस्से में ब्रेक कर दिया और इक्वालिटी को अलग से लिख दिया. फाइन. सो हियर j is 1 to m and k is 1 to l. So this is our new problem. Fine. Simplified problem you can say. Now here, these are some basic definitions. You are already aware about these. What is objective function? The function f is called the objective function or the criteria function, which is generally denoted by f. Similarly, the feasible solution. A vector x belongs to x, जो भी इस x belongs to x में जो भी vector satisfying all inequality and equality constraints is called the feasible solution to the problem. Fine. Now the feasible region, collection of all such solutions form the feasible. जितना भी collection आएंगे इस type के solutions का, उन सबको collect करेंगे, that will form the feasible region. And then finally optimal solution. The non-linear programming problem is to find the feasible point x star such that this condition satisfied, f of x star is greater than equal to f of x, if your problem is of maximization. Similarly, f of x star is less than equal to f of x if your problem is of minimization. In the feasible region, such a point is called optimum point or optimal solution. This x star is called the optimal point or optimal solution. Fine. Now here we have discussed about the linear and non-linear programming problem. The difference. What is the difference actually? Let's see. Here we have this problem. Consider this linear programming problem. Here the objective function is linear, 3x1 plus 5x2. This is a linear function subjected to the first constraint, which is x1 is less than equal to 4, 2x2 is less than equal to 12, and 3x1 plus 2x2 is less than equal to 18, and x1 x2 is greater than equal to 0. Fine. So all these constraints, they are linear. Objective function is linear, that's why this is a linear programming problem. Fine. Now draw the graph. First is x1 is less than equal to 4, that means this constraint, this line. 2x2 is less than equal to 12, that means x2 is less than equal to 6, so this is the line. Then third is 3x1 plus 2x2 is less than equal to 80, which is this line. So ultimately they will form this region, and then we are having this feasibility condition, so ultimately we are having this feasible region. This is the feasible region. Fine. Now draw this constraint, which is also a linear part. So this is basically started from here, parallel lines draw, and you will see that you will get the optimum solution at this point. This is the optimum solution. X1 is 2, x2 is 6, and z is 36. This is the optimum solution. So here all these are lines, straight lines. Fine. So that's why this is a linear programming problem. Now we will slightly change the objective function. We will slightly change. Let's see. Here this second constraint is changed. The second and third constraints are changed. Here the second constraint is 2x2 is less than equal to 12, 3x1 plus 2x2 is less than equal to 18. So if you change these two constraints, तो इनकी जगह अगर हम कोई नॉन लीनियर कंस्ट्रेंट लगा देते हैं तो then the problem will be non linear programming. So objective function is same here. This is same objective function. First constraint is second. However, in place of second and third constraint, we are having this non-linear constraint. And when you draw this, so what is x1 is less than equal to 4? This line. And this is basically an ellipse. So this is the part of this ellipse. Fine. This is the part of this function. ये आपका वो फंक्शन है, जो भी कर्व आपका बनेगा, इलिप्स और हाइपरबोला आई थिंक. सो ये वो पार्ट है. फाइन. feasible region, because this is the feasibility condition. So now this is the common area, and now you can see that this is a non-linear function, and that's why this is the non-linear programming problem. Now again, when you draw this parallel straight line, this will intersect at this point. So again the solution is same, and solution occurs at the point corner point. Now here is the important thing. Important thing is this. Here you will see that this is a corner point. This is a corner point. In linear programming problem, optimum solution occurs at the corner point. However, here you will see this is not a corner point. Corner points are basically this point, this point, this point, and this point. These are the four corner points. But this is not the corner point. This is a boundary point. एक boundary point है ना कि corner point. So optimum solution is still same, but it is not now a boundary point and not a corner point as in previous case. So this is the difference between linear and non-linear programming problem. Now the third, again, now change the objective function here. Rather than this linear, we are taking now non-linear. However, constraints are as it is same as we have taken in the first case. They are same. They are same, but not in place of this we are taking non-linear. So here we have taken the non-linear. All the constraints are same. Again, you will see that the region will be same as it is in first case. However, now when you draw this, so you will see that you are having this type of curves, parallel curves. Just like here, you are having straight lines parallel. Here you are having this type of curves parallel. And somewhere here is the center of this. So this is the curve. And when you take the parallel, this curve intersects the area feasible region at this point. So this is the optimum solution, because the problem is of maximization. And here you will see that at this curve the boundary z is equal to 907. At this curve z is 857. How to find out this we will study later on, but at the initial stage here z is, you can see that Z is decreasing when Z moving from left to right. So Z, the value of Z decreasing, 907, 857, 807 and so on. Fine. So the feasible solution is 857 here, which is at this boundary point. Fine. So this is the way. So this is the non-linear programming problem. Again, last case, again change problem A with another non-linear objective function. Here we are taking this non-linear function, which is actually this type of curve, closed curve. Here we are not having the closed curve, this is open curve, but parallelly when you draw this, so you may understood that this is nothing but like an ellipse हो सकता है, hyperbola हो सकता है, so उसका कुछ part है ये. Similarly here, but this is a circle, circular type, or maybe ellipse, circle भी हो सकता है या ellipse भी हो सकता है. So this, so ये इसका center है 3 3. Fine. And here 3 3, when you substitute 3 3 here, you will see that some value will occur. Similarly, when you extend the radius, then the values increases. Here the value is decreases, sorry, 198, 189, Z is 162 at this curve, and Z is here 117. Fine. So the optimum solution turns to be 3 3. Why this is 3 3? You will see. Fine. So here Z is 3 3 and solution is Z198, because Z is 3 3 because here we are having maximum value. This is the reason. Fine. So this is the reason, and you will see that this is not the boundary point, this is not the corner point, rather than this 3 3 is an interior point. This is the interior point inside this region. So this is the difference between non-linear and linear programming problem. In linear programming problem, generally solution occurs at the corner point. However, in non-linear programming problem, the optimum solution occurs either at a corner point or a boundary point or at an interior point. This is the difference. Fine. And so from above, it is inferred that there is a need of a general algorithm for solving similar problems. तो जो लीनियर प्रोग्रामिंग प्रॉब्लम के जो मेथड्स है वो यहाँ वर्क नहीं करेंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि सॉल्यूशन ना तो कॉर्नर पे आ रहा है, कॉर्नर पे तो आ ही नहीं रहा है, वो तो बाउंड्री पे भी आ सकता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई देयर इज अ नीड ऑफ जनरल मेथड्स, एंड हियर द मेथड्स बेसिकली डिपेंड्स अपॉन द टाइप ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम. नॉन लीनियर में भी अलग अलग टाइप्स होती हैं, कौन सी प्रॉब्लम है कैसी है उसके लिए उसी तरह के मेथड्स हैं. सो देयर इज अ नीड ऑफ जनरल मैथमेटिक्स सॉल्विंग सिमिलर प्रॉब्लम्स and consider all solutions in the feasible region, not just those on the boundary. Another complication that arises in non-linear programming is that a local maxima need not be a global maxima. जैसा कि लीनियर में होता है, वहाँ लोकल और ग्लोबल एक ही होते हैं, जबकि यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है. Here local and global they are different. For example, this in this curve you will see that this is local, 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 and among these this is the global one. This is the global one. So there are several locals. Among these there is a global. So local and global they are different. However, in linear programming problem, local and global they are same. Now the third point is that non-linear programming algorithms generally are unable to distinguish between a local maxima or a global maximum. तो नॉन लीनियर में इनका डिस्टिंक्शन भी बहुत मुश्किल है. सो एक्सेप्ट बाय फाइंडिंग अनदर बेस्ट, यानी हम बेस्ट तो निकाल सकते हैं. मान लिया फॉर एग्जांपल हियर वी हैव इवेलुएटेड द सॉल्यूशन, फिर और इससे अच्छा में यहाँ मिल गया, फिर और इससे अच्छा में यहाँ मिल गया, लेकिन हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि ये ग्लोबल है, ये नहीं हम कह पाएंगे. हमें और अच्छा मिल जाएगा रिलेटिवली, बट यही ग्लोबल है, दिस इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. फाइन, दिस इज द ड्रॉबैक ऑफ द नॉन लीनियर प्रोग्रामिंग प्रॉब्लम. हियर this is now crucial to know that the condition under which any local maxima is guaranteed to be a global maxima. ये क्रूशियल है कि ये कोई कंडीशन फाइंड आउट की जाए कि लोकल और ग्लोबल कैसे पता चले गारंटीडली कि वो ग्लोबल ही है ओवर द फिजिबल रीजन. हाउएवर इन कैलकुलस अगर आपने देखा हो इन सिंगल वेरिएबल फंक्शन में एफ एफ एक्स इज मैक्सिमम व्हेन दिस सेकंड डेरिवेटिव निकालते हैं, अगर लेस देन हो तो मैक्सिमा होता है. लेकिन यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है, यहाँ नहीं हम ऐसी कोई गारंटीड कोई ऐसी कंडीशन हमारे पास नहीं थी. फाइन, बट एनी हाउ we are having local and global optima. So what is local? So for any NLPP maximization problem of a linear programming, for any NLPP maximization, a feasible point x star is equals to x1 star, x2 star, xn star is a local optimal or local maxima if f of x star is greater than equal to this. We are dealing with maximum problem. That's why f of x star is greater than f of x. For all x belongs to S. S is the domain. S is the feasible domain. Intersection with the neighborhood of x star. Epsilon radius. Epsilon radius neighborhood of x star. Fine. This is the way. For example here. This is the neighborhood. अब यहाँ जो neighborhood चलेंगे वो circular चलेंगे क्योंकि हमारी जो है हम मल्टी डायमेंशन में काम कर रहे हैं. 2 dimension for example. Fine. And this is defined. This neighborhood is defined here. And epsilon x star is basically points x satisfying this condition. X star minus x. The distance between these two is less than epsilon. तो ये आप जब ओपन करेंगे तो we are basically not having an interval. This is the distance d, and this is the Euclidean distance. That's why we are having 2 dimension, either in interval, in 2 dimension, in 3 dimension we have the circle and so on. Fine. So this is the neighborhood. Now the global. Global में क्या होगा? Here for all x belongs to S. This is the difference. Here we have x belongs to S. However here x belongs to this neighborhood only. केवल neighborhood में. Domain का जब neighborhood से intersection करेंगे तो neighborhood ही आएगा. Neighborhood ही आएगा. तो केवल neighborhood की बात हो रही है यहाँ. यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है. Here all the points in the domain. पूरे domain की बात हो रही है. Fine. So this is the definition of local. This is the definition of global. And this function is defined here. S is the domain which is subset of Rn to R. It's a real valued function. That's why. Fine. So now here is a question. Can there be more than one global or maxima or minima? किसी एक फंक्शन का क्या एक से ज़्यादा ग्लोबल मैक्सिमा मिनिमा हो सकता है? यस, हो सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हियर दे आर एट द सेम लेवल. दिस लेवल इज सेम लेवल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल साइन वेव में आपने देखा होगा एक ही लेवल रहता है. सो दिस ऑल दीज आर ग्लोबल, सेम लेवल है क्योंकि. यस, देयर इज. फाइन. Another note point is that in LLPP unique solution LPP में is equal to local solution is equal to global. वहाँ सब बराबर होते हैं. यूनिक भी, लोकल भी, ग्लोबल. LLPP में सब बराबर है. NLPP में ऐसा नहीं है. In a LPP the feasible domain is convex. आपने देखा भी होगा ज़्यादातर लीनियर प्रोग्रामिंग प्रॉब्लम में जो भी डोमेन रहता है वो कॉन्वेक्स रहता है, जबकि यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है. NLPP it is not necessarily convex. एग्जाम्पल यहाँ दिया गया है. For example, x square 1 square plus x2 square is greater than equal to 9. If this is your one of the constraint, or x1 square plus x2 square is exactly 9. तो अगर इस टाइप का है तो या तो आपको ये मिलेगा रीजन फर्स्ट केस में, then this part will be the domain because this is greater than equal to 9. और अगर exactly मिलेगा तो ये मिलेगा. तो दोनों ही केस में ये कॉन्वेक्स नहीं है. ना तो ये कॉन्वेक्स है ना ये कॉन्वेक्स है. क्यों कॉन्वेक्स नहीं है? क्योंकि अगर एक पॉइंट यहाँ डालेंगे, यहाँ इनको ज्वाइन करेंगे तो ये पॉइंट आउटसाइड द रेंज है. सिमिलरली हियर इफ यू ड्रॉ दिस एंड दिस, दे आर दिस. सो दिस पार्ट इज नॉट द पार्ट ऑफ दिस सर्किल. सर्किल मीन्स एग्जैक्टली द बाउंड्री. Exactly boundary, not in neither inside region nor the outside region. Exactly this boundary. Fine. So that's why this is neither this is convex nor this is convex. So this is for, I think this is over for today. Now in the next class we will start the next topic. Fine. Okay. Thank you.